Welcome to today's video, a beginner's guide to research. If you are a fresh graduate, an early career researcher, or someone just getting started, this video will walk you through the foundational step of doing research in simple and practical language. By the end, you will understand what research really is, how to choose your topic, how to write good research questions, how to review your literature, and how to design your study. But please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like it, and share it with others so that others can as well benefit. Now, let's get started. So, what is research? Now, research is a systematic process of asking questions, collecting data, analyzing it, and using the findings to answer questions. Now, people often think that research is only for scientists, but research is simply a structured way of solving problems. And these are the core area of research. Number one is identifying a problem. Number two is asking focused question. And number three is gathering evidence. Number four is interpreting the evidence. Number five is hearing the result. Now, once you understand that research is a process, not magic, everything becomes easier. Now, choosing a topic is one of the hardest parts for beginners. But here is a simple method. Step one, start broad. Think of your area of interest: public health, technology, education, environmental, or even business. Step two, narrow it down to a specific issue. Ask yourself, what problem do I see in this field? What is missing? What needs improvement? Step 3. Check availability of data. If you can't find data or participants, the topic will frustrate you. Step 4. Phrase your topic clearly. Instead of malaria in Africa, say factors influencing malaria prevention practice among households in Enugu State, Nigeria. A good topic is specific, relevant, researchable, and interesting even to you as a researcher. Now, once you have a topic, the next step is turning it into a focused research question. A research question should be clear, answerable, specific, and linked to your objectives. For example, what factor influence malaria prevention practice among households in Enugu State? This question sets the stage for your entire research. Your objectives, methods, and analysis will all flow with it. Now, to answer your research question, you need to understand what variables are. Variables are the building block of research. Now, there are three main types of variables. Number one is the independent variable. What you think influences something. Number two is a dependent variable. What you are measuring or observing. And number three is the confounding variables. Other factors may affect the outcome of your research. Now, example, in a study of malaria prevention practice, education level is our independent variable. Preventable practice is our dependent variable, while the income or access to healthcare could become the confounders. Knowing your variables early will help you to design a proper study. Next is your literature review, your chance to understand what other researchers have already done. Here is the beginner-friendly approach. Step 1. Search on Google Scholar, PubMed or ResearchGate. Step 2. Read the abstract first. Don't jump into the full papers. Look for patterns. What is known? What is unknown? Where do studies agree or disagree? Your goal in literature review is not to summarize, it is to synthesize. Show what we understand about the topic and where the gap is. The gap is what your research will fill. Now let's convert your question into aim and measurable objectives. Aim is your broad intention of the study, while the objective is the specific steps you will take to achieve the aim. Example on aim: to assess factors influencing malaria prevention practice in Enugu State. Now the objectives: number 1, to determine the level of malaria prevention practice among household. Objective number 2, to examine the association between education level and preventive or prevention practices. Objective number 3, to identify barriers to malaria prevention. If your objectives are clear, your entire research becomes clear. Next is your research design. Your research design is simply how you plan to answer your question. Now, the common design includes your cross-sectional study, which is a one-time data collection. The second is the cohort study. You want to follow people over time. And third is a case control study. You want to compare people with or without a condition. And the fourth is the experimental study. You want to intervene and observe outcomes. Beginners usually start with cross-sectional because it is simple, fast, and affordable. Now, to answer your research questions, you need data. And your data can come from surveys and questionnaires. Number 2, it could come from interview. It could come from experiments. It could come from observation. It could also be existing data sets. Whatever method you choose, make sure that your questions are clear, your sample size is appropriate, and you collect data ethically. Now, once your data is collected, it is time to analyze it. Basic analysis includes your frequencies, your percentage, your means, your cross tabulations. Simple tests like the chi-square test, your t-test, your analysis of variance. Beginners usually use SPSS or Excel. The goal is not to do complex statistics. The goal is to use numbers to answer your research questions. Now, let's talk about presenting and interpreting your results. When presenting your results, use tables and charts. Keep it simple. Report what numbers show, not your opinion. Interpretation comes in the discussion section where you explain what the results mean, how they compare with other studies, and why they actually matter. And that is your beginner's guide to research. We cover choosing topic, writing good questions, doing literature review, building objectives, and even designing a study, collecting data, analyzing the result, and also interpreting your findings. If you want more beginners-friendly research video, drop a comment and subscribe to this channel. Share with friends, and I'll see you in my next lesson.